Yeah, I figured it out. I realized I had it muted. Damn it. Let's try that again. I am not 100%. I told you. Let's try that one more time. Kinky fuckers of Twitch. Kinky fuckers of TikTok, come to Twitch. Come join us. I'm not dead. I feel dead, but I'm not. So I'm here. I made you a promise to stream live. I need to get all of you guys from TikTok over to Twitch just for a little bit. Help me keep the streak going. Because guess what? Now, tomorrow, as far as I know, lay down, doggy. As far as I know, tomorrow I will officially be an affiliate, which means y'all can subscribe and do all kinds of stuff. So please, if you are not currently on Twitch, come join us. Twitch.tv/LionPrideChaos. I didn't eat anything. That's actually not the problem. I had to order food. I had to skip family Thanksgiving, actually. Because I thought I had Rona. I don't have Rona. Well, I thought I had strep throat. What are you chewing on? I thought I had strep throat. Because they get strep throat every fucking year. And it sure feels like strep throat. Although, I probably have strep throat. I think the nurse fucking failed. Side note, I would make a terrible gay man. My gag reflex is awful. But I knew that. And that nurse did not want to do that swab. I mean, she did it, but I don't think she got far enough back. Oh, so I didn't get the full strep. But they said I didn't have strep. And then the doctor looked at everything else. I don't have a fever. So he was like, well, I had a fever last night. But he said, it's probably not corona. Obviously, they can't say 100% it's not. I took the test, but he said it's probably not. It's probably something viral, which everybody gets this time of year. So, I've got some lovely horse pills, wherever they went, antibiotics, which I was already taking for the somehow fucking finger that got infected. Don't ask me how that fucking happened. I am falling apart. This is what happens when the girls aren't here. I fall apart. I can't keep myself sane. And I feel bad because they're going to be back probably in 2 days. And the house is, well, it's not a mess compared to what I know some people's houses look like. But it's not quite where it needs to be. So I'm hoping that I feel good enough tomorrow to, well, do two things. One, apparently GameStop is going to have a few PS5s in stock. Like, actually physically there. So I'm going to try to go snag one. And I want to clean up the house tomorrow. So those are the goals, but we'll see how I feel. If I don't feel better, I am not going out because I'm not going to risk anybody else's health. And frankly, a PS5 just isn't that fucking important. But thankfully, I don't have a fever, so it's just like kind of a swollen throat, kind of phlegmy, which is why I sound all fucking weird. What do the collars resemble? They resemble a collar. I know that's not what you're trying to ask, but I'm trying to figure out what you are asking. And yeah, I was supposed to go see my parents It's been my one day of not isolating during the time that the girl's been gone. But unfortunately, my parents are obviously older. You know, they're 30 years older than I am. So even though it wasn't Rona, I didn't want to put their health at risk if it's, you know, something terrible. So I wouldn't say it's like marriage. I would say it's just it's the fact that we're in a serious committed relationship. Some people with collars, they believe you should only collar somebody if it's similar to marriage. I disagree with that. I don't necessarily agree. Yes, I know I shouldn't smoke if I have a sore throat. Yes, I know. Yes. Thanks, guys, on TikTok for tuning in, although please do tune into Twitch if you can. This stops me from coughing, though. Which I know is kind of a fucking fucked up logic. But it stops me from coughing. So I've been basically smoking, forcing myself to eat a little bit, doing some lovely saltwater gargles. It's great, you know. By the way, yes, it's always worthwhile to learn to be a better dom, because you might have a dom again in the future. And by the way, I'm going to make yeah, exactly. The smoke kills it. That's what it does. That's what it does. I should just drink bleach. It'll solve the problem. I already mentioned it on my last TikTok, but yes, congrats actually, by the way. Sorry. Congrats for the marriage. Friday the 13th is definitely a cool time to get married. I mentioned it on my last TikTok, but I'm going to mention it here again. We're going to have a little vent fest also for you those on TikTok. Which again, by the way, tonight's going to be a short stream, but that being said, tomorrow you should be able to subscribe and start earning points. So we will do a stream again tomorrow, and I'll be back next week, hopefully, possibly with the dating show also. But I'm going to vent for a minute, okay? Well, first I'm gonna say something good. So, those of you who may or may not know, I did a little test. Everett, hey, knock it off. Oh my God, he's chewing on the selfie ring and he managed to light it up. It's the funniest thing in the world, but he needs to stop. Everett, stop. Go lay down. So 2 things. One, I had the conversation, I made the post about the fact that Kink Talk, the hashtag, is being targeted. And I half-ass proved it by making posts without that tag of videos that were either previously removed or couldn't get posted, period, right? It's now been further confirmed because, stop whining, because the collaring video and the how and where to hit video that had both been previously removed, and when appealed, they said, nope, sorry, we can't reinstate it. Okay? Yesterday, they were at least able to be posted without the Kink Talk hashtag, blew up. Then we got mass reported by one of our many friends. They got pulled again. However, this time, when I appealed them, they were reinstated. Same video, no changes made. They were reinstated. So again, the Kink Talk hashtag, guys, if you are a kinky person, don't fucking use it. And what's funny about it, and where my rant is coming, is twofold. One, now the very people, the very gatekeepers that are the problem, are bitching about it more and more and more. Why are people getting Thanos? Why can't I post anything? Because you fucked it up for everybody else. You and your bullshit. You and your toxic gatekeeping know-it-all bullshit fucked it up for the rest of us. For now, we can't tag it with Kink Talk. Which now means that more vanilla people will find it, which I don't think there's anything wrong with, because we need to remove the stigma. But, yes. And where my vent is coming from is that now they have a new target to bitch about. And their new target is now complaining about creators who use comedy and satire in addition to their education content, i.e., people like me. That if you're going to be an educator, every video you post should be serious. Otherwise, they might not listen to your educational videos. Is that not the dumbest fucking shit you've ever heard? Like, sweet Christ. my favorite teachers in high school and college were the ones who had a little comedy, a little fun, didn't take themselves too seriously. One of the reasons I've said all along, and I think why we've done so well, is because we don't take ourselves too seriously. And yes, we're here to educate you. We're also here to have fun. And people need to know that kink is fun. It's fun. It's meant to be fun. It's not meant to be this dogmatic bullshit with your know-it-all gatekeeping. You're not kinky enough to be here. How dare you make a funny? How dare you be a funny man? It discredits what bullshit. And on top of that, yeah, it's boring, exactly. And on top of that, now their big one is, well, you know, I was one of the first TikTokers. I was one of the first. So let's address that. Now, I all know that we've all seen Ricky Bobby. And in Ricky Bobby, if you're not first, you're last. There's two things I learned from that movie. If you're not first, you're last. And Ricky Bobby doesn't know what to do with his hands. That's it. Two things. Whereas that might be true in that movie. That hipster fucking attitude, and yes, I understand I'm kind of the hipster, but that I heard of him first. I did it first. Just because you're first doesn't mean you're best at it. Because let's be honest, and let's be frank, and let's be a little cocky for a minute. You guys, you amazing, amazing people, you amazing followers that we have, that we love, that you interact with us all the time, you have gotten us to 142,000 followers in a month and a half, which is fucking awesome and humbling every day. Now, I question, if you're one of the first kink talkers and you're doing everything right and you know what you're doing, why is it that if you've been doing kink talk for 2 years and you're one of the first and you're the best, why are you at 9,000? That alone should tell them something. Because otherwise all they're doing is they're trying to discredit all of you. And you're right, it's not a competition. And I'm not trying to compete. The followers is awesome and I love you guys for it. But I want to make the point that, you know, we're doing what we're trying to do to educate you and to remove the stigma from this life. And it's like they're doing everything they can to keep the stigma, to keep it this dark, dirty little secret. That's how people get fired from jobs. That's how people go to jail. That's how people have problems with kink, is because you've kept it this dark, dirty little secret. And you weird people the fuck out. It's not healthy. Who cares if they're a tourist or if they're new or they're exploring? Who cares if they came from 50 Shades of Grey? Yes, 50 Shades of Grey is a terrible representation of kink. But if it opens something up in you and then I can help you steer it, I'm not going to call you a fucking idiot. I'm going to tell you that book's a terrible example. But I'm not going to knock you for it. So that's my vent. Just because you're first doesn't mean you're the best. Far from it. Doesn't matter if you're the first. Yes, you can have fun and be kinky too. Yes, it's okay if you mix comedy into your content. Stop using the Kink Talk hashtag, because clearly that's going to get you fucked. And also, for all of you watching here, and all of you watching on Twitch, obviously, especially. Sorry. God. Ugh, me talking is rough. Oof. I probably don't sound great, guys. I'm sorry. I know I'm all flummy. If you guys get a chance, please go interact specifically with the two videos that were just restored. The collar transition and the how and where to hit. Because they just got reinstated. So if you guys can go comment on those and then maybe share them out, they should blow back up. So if you guys can, don't mind. Plus they're fun, I think. And yeah, I didn't feel good last night. I definitely didn't feel good after I got off the stream. Man, that was a rough fucking night. I woke up about every half an hour. And I was shivering like a motherfucker, which is... Alice knew I was sick when I was texting her. Because I told her I'm cold. And she's like, oh shit, you're cold? Because I keep this house about, 60-something degrees usually. And last night I turned the heat on. And was shivering. And I had a fever for like all of 6 hours, and now it's gone. Which is the other reason why they're pretty sure it's not corona. Is because if it was corona, the fever wouldn't have just subsided that quick, especially without medication. Like, literally, all I'm taking are these giant horse pills. So let me tell you how much fun it is to swallow a giant fucking horse pill when your throat's kind of swollen up. That's super pleasant. Coco Bananas, I'm happy to see you. Glad you're tuning in. Sorry that the first stream you tune into is me being sick and not nearly 100%, and also just me, not the girls, not my lovely family or the other contributors, but, you know. It's not a cold, though, either. Yeah. I don't know, at this point, I'd almost take a suppository, and I don't like things in my rectum. But at this point, I wanted a shot. Whatever happened to them just giving you a shot? You know, why can't they just go, here's a massive dose of antibiotics. I just took a hot shower before the stream, and that helped. The salt water's helping. Like I said, after the stream, I'm going to try to do some cleaning around the house and try to be a little motivated for at least an hour. And then I'll probably lay back down. I was a big bum today. The puppies were very good to me. They basically laid on the couch with me and cuddled. Took care of me. So, but yeah, it's not a cold. I'm not stuffy. Nothing else hurts. I mean, my back hurts, but that's not because of this. That's because my other back shit. Don't have any allergies really. Thanks for all the love on TikTok, guys. I appreciate it. Do please come to Twitch. I'm actually sweating now, man. I was cold earlier. Now I'm sweating. Ugh. But again, I feel better than I did yesterday, so I feel like that's a good sign. So, I'm here for you guys. I'm here to answer some questions. If I can, I wanted to give you the update. And then again, I will be back tomorrow, hopefully in better spirits, so I can, you guys can earn points and fun stuff. That's the plan. By the way, check the shirt out. Back to the Future shirt. Loving it. Loving it. Hufflepuff, I appreciate. Although, honestly, you know, guys, we love the gifts on TikTok. Although, I think we've got 30 or 40 bucks on TikTok, and I have not figured out how to stop it. I've not figured out how to get them yet. We don't have a PayPal, and you have to have a PayPal to get them out. And PayPal is the devil when it comes to what we do. So I'm gonna have to try to create a new PayPal and see if I can get that stuff out of there. Dragon Lord, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the nice shirt. So yeah, if you guys are on TikTok, come over to Twitch people. I'm going to give you as much as I can. Although again, I'm literally sitting here sweating. But plus the dogs are already whiny because I'm sure they want to go do something. Go lay down. Go. Go. Go, go, go. I'm not taking you guys out right now. Because I'll have to take you out again at midnight and I should be asleep by then. So, what questions do you guys have? What can we talk about? What can we do? Ooh, I actually saw some on TikTok for once. So, what made me want to get into kink is honestly, I was really curious from a young age. Real Sex was the show back in the day. And they had touched on some kink stuff on that, and I got me very, very curious. And then I started exploring. Thank you, fat guy. Appreciate it. One fat guy to another. I'm super excited for the girls to get back. I am super duper excited. Super excited for Alice and Gypsy and Ivy to be here so we can start doing stuff together. TikToks together and streaming together and etc. Sammy Cakes, we don't quite know. We're pretty sure it's not Corona. And it's not strep. So it's probably just some viral bug, apparently. I'm on horse pills, antibiotics, and that's it. Everybody's had to use safe words. Having to use a safe word is not a problem. But I also, again, I prefer yellow and red. Yellow and red is the best source. Best thing to do for a little that doesn't have a dom character in life look after themselves is to be a friend, be an ally, communicate, be thankful. Just be supportive, guys. That's the biggest thing you can do for anybody. If that's really anything though. If people are going through mental stress, be supportive. Be a friend. Don't try to tell them you know everything. You don't necessarily need to cure them. Just be supportive. Be communicative. Same thing if they're on Kink. Welder, I don't know who's all going to be on the show tomorrow. I'm still working on that, actually. Still working on who's going to be on the show tomorrow because it depends on, it's Black Friday, so it's a crazy day. But I'm for sure going to be at least be on for a little bit because I want to give you guys a chance to start earning some points. Although next week will be much more full. Honestly, that's part of the thing we're trying to do on our wish list, and part of the thing we're trying to raise some extra funds for right now is we really want to get a second streaming setup. Right now, Alice uses my computer, which is fine, but the problem is I'd love to be able to have her stream next to me and or contribute or otherwise, so we're trying to get another streaming setup, but we need some pieces. Thankfully, we don't necessarily need a whole entirely new computer because I've got some pieces that I can do, but yeah, we're trying to raise some separate money out of all the other money we raised just to get that going. And we've got some good stuff happening with Geek Grooming this week. Some stuff's going to launch, so that's good. But that's one of the goals. The dog clicker's not a bad idea. I've not heard that one before, but drop items or otherwise is always good. The biggest thing is as long as you have a way to communicate. All a brat means is that you challenge authority. Typically brats are going to push their dom to get a reaction. To get their dom to then step up even more. And brats have crossovers into every type of kink and diversion and otherwise. I didn't cover my mouth when coughing because I'm just hearing Alice. Yay! Alice is in the TikTok. Except I can't see the TikTok. Alice, tune in the damn Twitch, lover. I'm sure they would love to see you chat. Alice is on the TikTok, chatting, telling me to cover my mouth. What am I covering my mouth for? The dogs aren't going to get sick. You're not here. Well, I'm glad you're there, but I can't see you there. I need to see you here. It's not that hard to. It's not hard to have it built. I mean, I could build it myself. I just need the parts, and we need a little bit of extra funds. It's just kind of hard between. You guys are all super supportive, and thankfully we're doing really well with OnlyFans and etc. So you've got, it's great, but also that takes care of other things. So we're trying to figure out some other sources to raise a little bit more revenue to get that happening. Crazy Girl, the difference between 50 Shades and actual kink is that 50 Shades isn't actual kink. He's not a dominant, really. He is more of a sadist. And technically, both sides of that relationship actually are super toxic. Because he has, thanks to his abuse, shifted a lot of his stuff the wrong way. She agrees to a dynamic, but then keeps trying to push and change the dynamic and doesn't really want it, but she wants him. It's just there's so many fucking red flags with it. It's just bad. If you watch the movie purely for the scenes, like that's hot. If you take everything else out of it, I mean, watching 50 Shades of Grey for kink education is about the same thing as watching an action movie for a plot. Like I love The Expendables. But I don't love it because the plot is so amazing. I haven't. I've thought about doing a GoFundMe or otherwise, but God, I hate asking you guys for anything else. Because you guys are all so amazingly supportive, and seriously, you are awesomely supportive. And you guys have been amazing. Frankly, we'll probably just have to wait for the new pooter for like 1 or 2 more months, and we'll be gravy. Gravy. And it's okay, Chess, that you're late. Not a big deal. I love that there's still 42 of you tuned into my sick ass on Thanksgiving. Are you guys all just done with the family now? You're just sick of it, don't want to deal with it? Best brat I have is Alice. Alice is hands down the queen of the brats. She knows just how to get her eyes out of me. And just knows how to push my buttons. Dragon, the stimulus check would help if it was done right, where all of us actually got our stimulus checks. But out of our household of 4, only 2 of us got it. So yeah, if we actually got 2 or 3 of them, yeah, that would solve the problem. That would solve the problem. Like I said, ironically, I've got almost enough pieces to make another PC. Like, the whole thing is, my intention, instead of buying a whole nother PC, is to basically upgrade the one I have, which is still pretty solid, but I'm anal and wanted to do more, and then use the pieces from this one that I'm replacing to build another PC. You know, upgrade the video card in this, upgrade the motherboard in this, and upgrade the fans, and then all I have to do for her PC would be to get a processor and a motherboard, or processor and memory. And I've even got some memory here. So really, we just need to get the processor, the motherboard, and the video card, and we will be gravy. And honestly, I might even just get I might even just upgrade my chip right away and do it that way. That's the biggest thing you guys can do to help, is getting the word out. Sharing the content, sharing the stuff, signing up for friends only if you can, sign up for Patreon, you know, whatever. Share it with your friends, get them to sign up. All of that helps so much. My rig right now, so I've got it's got a 2080 in it. It's got a GeForce 2080 in it. It's got 64 gigs of memory. And it's got, which 64 gigs of memory is great. I wish it was a little faster, but it's there. And I've got an i9 9900. So the processor is good. But technically, I'd like to keep the 64 gigs of memory, but double the clock speed on it. I'd like to get a much better motherboard, because although the one in here is not terrible, it's not great. And I'd like to put a 3080 in it. And I've got 2 monitors. But again, I mean, it just depends on where we get. But she also wants one that's pink, so I have some plans. Yeah, I wouldn't do Craigslist. And it is being overclocked right now. I went in and did a minor overclock on it through the BIOS. But again, the motherboard on it's just kind of trash, because it came with it. And it does have a water cool on it, but it's a single radiator, and it's at the back. I want to switch it to the double or triple radiator at the top. I think that will also solve part of my problem. Here, is my cord long enough? I don't think my cord's long enough to show you. It might be. It is. There's so much RGB, you probably really can't see it. Like I said, it's far from terrible. It is far from terrible, but I'm going to give you guys all motions. But yeah, it's far from terrible. I just would like it to be more. Or again, at least, I mean, and the thing is, I don't want to get Alice a shit computer either, so I figure it's just easier to just figure out the best way between the 2 of them. Well, and the fans on the front of it are kind of shit too. I mean, basically, Crocs, what I did is I bought a pre-built PC and then I added to it with the memory. But again, the memory clock speeds aren't quite what I'd like to do. So it's one of the reasons I want to replace the motherboard, is to be able to kick it up to 128 gigs of memory, and go to like a 3,000 or 4,000 clock speed versus a 2,600. Again, though, I mean, after I overclocked it and fixed a few things, Alice is now able to run Valhalla. She doesn't know this yet, but I fixed Valhalla, baby. So we were having some issues, and I couldn't figure out why. Part of it was because it was trying to run it at 4K, which does not work. The 2080 cannot handle 4K. It just can't. So what I did is I dropped the White Tigress. I'm sorry. I'll be done with you're all confused. All right. No more computer talk. No more. Let's talk about something else. And yay for the jacket. I'm so glad. I've only got a few more minutes. I'm doing a short stream tonight anyway, so let's not talk about computers. Sorry, I can get. Yes, I fixed your game, baby. I rope play is not my expertise. That is one of my guests. Oh man, I am sweating. I am sorry, guys. I feel like I'm not very pretty tonight. I am not 100%. Not at all. And I don't... Everett, what are you chewing on? Fuck me. Hey. That dog eats plastic, Alice. Like crazy. Like it's going out of style. I already took a hot shower. It didn't help. It did not help. I just need my babies to come back so I can be not so sidetracked. I have massive respect for everything. I mean, I would not survive without Alice. And it's very hard to even manage without the girls for a week. I'm not going to lie. Like, I hate to sound that blunt. Doggos, go lay down. May, go lay down. But, like, you guys have to understand that, like, literally... We have a busy household. You know, I have a day job, and I have all the stuff I'm doing for you guys. And then right now, with the girls being gone, like the doggos and the cleaning and everything is mine, and it's just been a lot. And yay, Necro Lord signed up for the beard oil. Alice has been here the longest. Alice has been here now for almost a year. She's been involved for almost a year now, which is partially why she's the alpha sub. Which, you know what, by the way, somebody asked on one of the comments. I meant to get back to it. No, alpha sub is not a... They called it a, you know, a... Oh, what's the word? God, my brain's not working. An oxymoron, like jumbo shrimp. But no, alpha subs are a thing. You know, an alpha sub, at least in my home's definition, is the... it's the assistant manager. She's the head of the subs. She's the HBIC. So she submits to me, but nobody else. The other girls submit to her also. She helps guide them. Crazy girl, my areas of expertise in the kink world. Well, first of all, I don't want to claim to be an expert on anything. I have a lot of knowledge, but I don't like the word expert because I'm always learning. But the things that I'm very good at, I know my way around the psychological aspect of it more than most. I know my way around the support side of it more than most. Blood chokes, obviously, which is everybody's favorite topic, blood chokes. Impact play, there's some hypnotic sides of it. There's quite a bit. Rope is just one of my weaker points, just because I don't tie for... She's like a lieutenant. I don't tie for pretty. So I've never learned shibari. I've never gotten the suspension. I can tie a fine tie for purpose to make sure people can't move. But that's about where that's ended. I know the safety side of it. You kind of, she's middle of the road. And I've not known them for years. I met all of them on dating sites. I met all the girls on a dating site. But even that being said, if you guys are trying to find partners, poly partners, kink partners, or otherwise, like, there's not a good dating site for it. Alice and I at one point were on, I think, 10. There's not one that's really better than the other. It's you're wading through a river of shit all the time. And her and I had plenty of people that were disappointments before we found the partners that we have. Little Brat Kitty Cat, the recommendations for newbies is patience. Patience and communication, and don't rush into things, which is patience, I guess. Kink Academy is a good resource. Google has every resource known to man, but the biggest thing is don't ever try to pull from one resource. Don't ever try to pull even me. Like don't use me as your end all be all. Try to pull from as many different channels and resources as you can. That's a huge help. Safe zones for nine tails and whips are actually pretty wide. Obviously, you never want to hit kidneys. But the thing is a general rule of thumb is if it's a soft toy, you have a lot more leeway than if it's a hard toy. So case in point, floggers or nine tails, whatever you want to call it, I'll hit pretty much anywhere within reason, not kidneys, etc. But like you can hit thighs, you can hit butt, you can hit back, you can hit between the legs. Single tails are kind of the same, although watch the neck, which if you're a new person, travel pillows are a great resource to protect the neck. Helps. It's a little cheat that I learned when I was getting newer. Canes, thin canes like rattan or Delrin plastic, you can also use on the back, not the spine, but the back is okay. Thighs and otherwise. Paddles or heavier toys, you really want to go for meat. Meat. Thighs and butt. Paddles and the heavier wooden toys, you don't want to hit anywhere where there's not any protection, because it's just super easy to do damage to a collarbone or otherwise. Man, Little Brat Kitty Cat, good for you on OkCupid, because we did not have luck. And FetLife is very much, it used to be a great resource, but it's gotten kind of dependent on where you're at. Some people have really great communities, some people don't. If you happen to live in an area where there's a great community, then FetLife's a great resource. If you live in an area where there's not a great community, FetLife is just as bad as the rest. I've not used bamboo, so I don't have a good answer for you there. No, sir. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Let me get the puppy. Oh, there he comes. Come on, go lay down. Come here. You want up here? Come here. Oh, yes, hello. There's Everett, if you guys can see him. Good boy. Yeah, FetLife's definitely not what it used to be. I know you boys are bored. Don't worry. We'll take you out soon. I'm going to take you out soon, I promise. So many puppers. Maymay likes being choked. Shocker that Alice's dogs like being choked. Weird. We are from St. Louis. Oh my God, so many puppies. Okay, go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Not a doggo, 3 doggos. 3 doggos. One of which he is 8 months. We are waiting on his DNA test right now, actually, to figure out what he is. He was, we think he's a lab corgi mix. But I've gotten confirmation that they've received his DNA test, and now we're just waiting to see what the actual results are, which I'm sure will take longer because it's Thanksgiving. I mean, here's the thing, guys, is like if you can't find a good source for canes, like you can use dowel rods too for canes. But when in doubt, if you're starting out new, if you're starting out new, I would stick to the butt, realistically, unless you're using a flogger and you want to, do the tease and the build up, that's fine. But like anything else, I would really tell you while you're learning to stick to the butt, because unless there's a serious underlying health condition, you could literally, hit somebody's booty with whatever toy you had for like 24 hours straight, nonstop, and you would probably not do serious damage. I don't want to say 100% you wouldn't, but I mean, there's nothing particularly there in the butt that you can really do much to. So, that's a good safe place to start. Why are you sniffing the desk? Can you guys see that? And like, and here's the thing is, I know there's healthy communities. Bigger cities tend to have slightly better communities. St. Louis is technically small town, big city, and our community has gone through a lot of toxic bullshit over the years. So our community here anymore is basically non-existent. Yeah, don't hit tailbone. Meat of the butt. The meat. The soft, squishy part. And also, too, I mean, here's the thing is then it's one of those things because a lot of people are concerned about showing off marks or having visible marks. And if it's on the butt, unless you're walking around with your entire ass out, you're probably not going to show you're probably not going to be showing that mark off to anybody, especially during Christmas. Or during winter. I'm lucky. I've got all my girls are skinny, but they all got some booties. So we go, okay, get down, go play, go run, go shoot, run, just go. I miss man. I tell you what, there was oh my God, go, doggos. There was a place I went to in Nolens years ago that was really cool, and it was a bank that had been converted to a swingers club and sex club and poly club and fetish club. It was really cool. They still had this like 9-foot long or 12-foot long conference table in there that was made of rich mahogany, and you could basically, it was surrounded by beds because it was a big room, so people would usually go to the beds, but like it was fun to do things on top of the table too. So yeah, my tats are, I've got a lot, and this long sleeve shirt's not going to help me show them off too much. My dogs right now are being super bratty because they want attention. But again, I don't want to take them out yet because it's not time yet. I'd rather take them out closer to bed. And the stupid thing about it is that if I was sitting on the couch watching TV, they wouldn't be this big of attention whores. But if they were, because I'm sitting here talking to all you, they're like, he's talking to somebody. Who's he talking to? What's happening? Crocs, that would make you a masochist. If you like receiving pain, that makes you a masochist, actually. Just clarify. By the way, guys, if you're on TikTok and you have a creator that you like, that you would like to see on the podcast, let me know. Tag me in one of their videos, send them a message, send me a message. Let me know. I'm always happy to reach out. I will tell you that some of them are very weird about it. And obviously there's some in those circles that we don't like to deal with that I won't work with, but I'm pretty sure that most of you would be able to figure that out pretty quick. But yeah, I mean, I'm always down for creator suggestions again, and not just creators. Again, I want to have a mixture of people on here, not just educators, but creators and sex workers and thank you for the follow, Togai. And brand new people, just so you guys have somebody to connect with. So, but yeah, feel free to tag people. And yes, TikTok, I'm pretty sure I don't have COVID or strep. I might have strep. I really think I probably have strep. I'm either thinking that I tested negative, either because it was just too early and maybe the antibiotics are going to knock it out before it went full on strep, or that the scaredy cat nurse, that every time that she was doing the swab thing, I was like, "Ugh," she would fucking jump back 80 fucking feet. Because I don't think she got deep enough in there. I do have a terrible gag reflex, I'm not going to lie, so I feel for her. But I mean, she acted like I was going to throw up on her face. But based on symptoms, I have a pretty good feeling it's strep, and the fact that the antibiotics are already working gives me another good feeling it's strep. If it was COVID, the antibiotics wouldn't be doing jack shit. I would still feel like complete poo. Yes, for wax play, low temp candles are good. If you really are worried about it, you can just use a wax warmer. So instead of using an actual candle, get the one of the trays that, like, does it over a light bulb. Those are inherently typically a lower temperature, so those are good. Or you can do like just an electric plug-in one. Those are much lower temperature. If you're going to use a candle, always try to use low temp and or use one that is, try not to use tapered. Try to use the one that's an actual round candle. So it has a time, it's still liquid, but it's sitting in the bottom. It's not, coming right off the flame. Because that's always inherently going to make it deeper. Deeper. I saw deep throat and I said deeper. It's always going to make it warmer or hotter, which can lead to burns or injury. Guys, I love the fact that there's 50 of you guys in here and 39 of you on TikTok, and I'm literally sitting here rambling in a... I don't have a fever, but I feel like I'm just rambling in a fevered state, making 0 sense. So the fact that you guys are still here is awesome, and I love you for it. I really, really do. I can't wait till I'm back to being 100% so I can give you slightly better content. I apologize for the not greatness of tonight. Although hopefully at least I'm giving you a break from the stress and the drama and the bullshit of the family holiday. Like I said, unfortunately I didn't get to see my blood family today because of me being sick, so I'm going to hang out with, and my loving poly family is not here, so I'm going to hang out with my other family, which is you guys. I'm going to hang out with you. So, no, I didn't get any turkey dinner. No turkey dinner, no turkey sandwiches, no turkey hash. What's the Christmas story thing? I had to order from DoorDash, and my limits were, or my options were very limited. I had an omelet. Very Thanksgiving. And I think I've got a sandwich over there also that I ordered that I'm intending to nuke that will hopefully be okay, but it was a Cuban sandwich. It was not, I had no turkey. My parents are going to save their leftovers, and if I feel better tomorrow or Saturday, I'll be able to go get leftovers from there. But as a proudly chubby daddy man, I am definitely missing the fact that I did not get my turkey and gravy and stuffing. Stuffing is probably my favorite. By the time the girls got here, even Alice isn't probably going to be here till Sunday, so by the time that they would get here, I don't think the leftovers would be any good. I mean, it was a bummer that all the girls were gone, because I really wanted to make a turducken here in the house and, like, host here and have our Thanksgiving with our poly family, but I get it. Like, blood family and the move and everything, it's totally fine. Like, I'm not bitter, but it was a little bit of a bum. And then when I couldn't see the folks too, it's a little rough. I'm not gonna lie, but I was really wishing that on DoorDash, one of these restaurants would have had like a turkey dinner special or something. Queen Bun Bun, have I ever had a sub that's a smart ass masochist? Hey Alice, they want to know if I've ever had a smart ass masochist. Yes, I have. I would pretty much say that probably Alice and Gypsy both are probably smart-ass masochists. Lulu, a smart-ass masochist is really, I mean, I hate to say it, it's a brat. It's somebody who mouths off and is a smart-ass to get more pain, to get a rise, to get a reaction. Guys, if I wasn't sick and one of you was in St. Louis and there was a place to meet neutral to get leftovers, trust me, I would take you all up on it. Although right now, again, I don't feel super great. So I would, even to get Tupperware dishes from you, I would feel bad. In the background is my shelf with a lot of my Funko Pops. And over here is Star Trek ships. And then I've got more stuff there. I'm a big fucking nerd. Big fucking nerd. I don't know why it asked me to refresh chat. Oh, I guess not. Oh, I think Alice logged out of the stream. And yes, I'm by myself today. TikTokers, I've been by myself today every day. I've been by myself since Thursday. I think Most of the family will be back Sunday. So, and when I say since Thursday, last Thursday, so it's been a week. It's been a little rough. Yeah, no kidding. Little bratty kitty cat. The Kinkster nerd thing is so obvious. Like when I started promoting the geek grooming thing, and I started talking to people and trying to promote it, I got a lot of people like, oh, aren't you so, like, yeah, you know, from Kinky Fucker. So there is a ton of crossover. Cinnamon for toys, Amazon is always a great source. I really hate to say that, but Amazon's a great source. And then Kadiak, handmade stuff, custom stuff, so always going to be pretty expensive. Geek My Kink, also our guest, Little Rigger, she has a toy store. It's all geeky, kinky toys. And her prices are very fair. They're not the cheapest things in the world, but quality stuff is never going to be cheap, especially when it's handmade. And I would say for her stuff being handmade and cool and unique, it's definitely not bad at all. And it's awesome. She's got all kinds of stuff. Love her stuff. And yes, clean your toys. Etsy is good too. Etsy is very good. There's one of our viewers, one of our people here on Twitch that was on here the other night, they make custom floggers that look really good, and their pricing also seems very fair. I don't have their store in front of me. I apologize. But their stuff looks really good. Supposedly they're going to be making me a custom one. They're going to try to find some heavier stuff. Because I like heavy toys. I used to have a set of custom floggers that were stolen, that were chap leather and bull hide, and were longer than most floggers and had more tails, so they hit heavier. Kind of like a bat. By the way, foam bats, too, can be fun. Side note, like the kids' Nerf bats. I've had people that like that because you get that thud, but it doesn't really leave a mark and it's not too intense. I've had people that really like that. I want to find some metal workers too. I've got some ideas for some. If I could find some people that do some that can do what you call it, like CNC stuff. Yeah, foam bats, like a Nerf. Like a kid's baseball bat, like kid, like toddler bat. Realistically. It's crazy, but I don't use them anymore. They're kind of weak sauce for somebody at my experience level, but they're not bad. There's a lot of things you can pervert, quote unquote, pervertibles. But no, I've been really looking for somebody who has like a CNC machine or one of those laser cutting machines or otherwise, because I've got some cool ideas for some stuff that can be done with metal and wood and otherwise. So we can like cut some stuff out, because I'd love to do some stuff in the store too, in the merch store that isn't just like, one of the things I'm trying to do is we have the Kinky Fucker merch, but I'm trying to find some ways to add some stuff to that for you guys, like maybe some custom paddles and stuff. I just have to find the right resources for it that could produce it en masse. And flogger, honestly, Cinnamon, if you're new to flogging, suede or stuff like that's the best. I would go with suede over leather. Go with something softer first. Leather is great, and again, I like bull hide and chap leather because I like heavy. But if you're just starting out, suede is a lot more forgiving. A lot more forgiving. But I mean, I have toys that have, I've got a strap, which is essentially a belt if you think about it, but it's made of conveyor belt leather. I've got some heavy cane and ruler style toys that are made of bloodwood. I've got paddles that are made of bloodwood. I tend to play pretty heavy. Heavy toys. But yeah, I think part of my goal next week when all the girls are back and I can stop stressing so much and trying to do everything that's the next step, is to try to figure out some toys and otherwise to start putting in the store. Figure out some stuff, and I even would love to find a company that can make onesies. We could do some kinky fucker onesies, but I've not had any. Again, it's a resource thing. So as soon as we find it, we will get there. But just know we've got lots of fun planned for you. Buffalo hide dibs tool is another one I'm trying to find. Buffalo hide is a favorite. And cinnamon, pain is pleasure for some people, but I want to clarify, it's not always pain for pleasure. Some people it is cathartic. I've had very many people that get in the psychological aspect of it, where that pain of the scene is a release, and they'll weep, not because of the pain, but because of all the stress and everything else that went away. You know what, Cinnamon? I will do, you know what? I will for sure do that tomorrow. There you go. Tomorrow's stream, I will do a toy show. I'll show you all the toys tomorrow. I don't really have a worse punishment, Money Love, because here's the thing is, how do you punish a masochist? You leave them alone. So, I mean, the heavier scenes I've done are typically like initiation scenes where we go through, we do 8 of each toy, or try to see if their pain tolerance allows that, and if they can take it and learn. But yes, I will do that. And Vixen, awesome. Yeah, if you can find a company that does it, great, let me know. I mean, I know there's Chinese companies that we could do it, but like Alice and I and the girls are not in the point where we can order like 1,000 of them right now. So we'd like to find a company that can either still do print on demand or can do super limited small runs kind of thing. But yes, I will give you guys a toy show tomorrow. I'll show you everything we got so far. Alice, baby, by the way, I miss you so much, and thank you so much for maintaining the TikTok that I can't even look at because everything goes so fast. You, as always, are a lifesaver. Love you. Vixen doesn't have to be American-made. I mean, I would still love the resource to find some, some Chinese, like, production companies that can really do big stuff later, but it's all steps, we're working on so much right now. Like I'm harassing TLC and Discovery Channel, which I need to find a way to like do like an email campaign where all of you guys can email them and be like, hey, let them do a show, because we really want to do a real TV show. We're serious about that. We want to do a TV show on Discovery or TLC or something of the sort. So that's on the list. Yes, Crocs. I mean, I wouldn't call it talking shit, but there's a lot of subs who are in the degradation, and some people like more degradation than others. Some people just like to be called slut, whore, or whatever. Some people like, heavier stuff like fucking useless bitch, whatever. Whatever your kink is, as long as it's consensual, go for it. Don't yuck anybody's yum as long as it's consensual. Hey, I agree. I mean, like, and not only that, like, they have a show on TLC they're casting for right now called Seeking Sister Wife. They're casting for a show of polygamous couples seeking another wife. So they'll show polygamy, but it's weird that polyamory is not something they talk about. So hopefully I will get an email back. But I mean, I just sent the email a couple days ago, and obviously it's the Thanksgiving week, so I'm thinking maybe next week I might hear something. Never know. MTV, VH1 wouldn't be the source. Science Channel probably would be the fourth. And CMT is too Christian. And MTV has a bad history of taking things like fetish or otherwise and really corrupting it for entertainment value and making it not even remotely close to accurate. Their MTV's True Life series was, when they covered fetishism and polyamory, was terrible. I wish I could find those episodes to reference it. And like, If I could actually find them, I might need to find one of those episodes at some point and like clip parts of it and make TikToks and be like, first of all, no. I mean, Little Brat, maybe they kind of show him in a weird... Vice is not a bad idea. They kind of show him in a weird angle, but in the same sense, I mean, I feel like the Sister Wives show seemed healthy the little bit that I saw. I didn't really watch it that extensively because it wasn't of interest to me. Polygamy has no interest to me. Because, you know, polygamists typically even if they come together for dinner or whatever, it's all very much centered on the male. They all have separate houses, and that to me is just weird. It's not weird. It's their thing, but it's not my thing. I want to. We're all about everybody together. History Channel, maybe. I wish there was like a source just to put it out there. I mean, the whole thing is you know, one of the things I did when I messaged TLC was I referenced TikTok and I said, hey, our videos have gotten 8.5 million views in a month. And I feel like that gives us a little bit of, I don't want to say clout, a little bit of weight when we're suggesting that, you know, doing a show. I don't know what kind of rut you're in with Kink, so I'm not sure. By the way, guys, I think I've got about 10 more minutes I can manage. I apologize for another short baby stream, but I think I've got another 10 minutes for you. I was probably gonna cut it a little shorter, but you guys are being super awesome. Right now, Little Brat Kitty Cat, we are on you. It's not strep. Well, they said it's not. I still think it is. But regardless, I feel better. I really do. But I'm still a little like drained. I'm just not 100% right now. And we do stuff on YouTube right now. Most of it is recordings of these broadcasts, except for the one intro video we did. But once the girls are back, we are going to do more with YouTube. We're going to do more demonstration videos on YouTube. I haven't really wanted to do any with the girls being gone because then it's just me talking, and I'd rather have them there for reference points. Because then I feel like that, Welder, we might need more mods soon, but not right now. But I feel like once the girls are back, when we do some YouTube videos talking about polyamory and otherwise, that will also help our exposure getting out to things like TLC, where I think somebody might more likely find it than TikTok, so we're getting there. But again, I want to wait till the girls are back. Kraux, as far as finding their limits, communicate first and then just try stuff. Nothing wrong with trying stuff. There's nothing wrong with trying stuff new. Tavi, the doctor said that it's more than likely not COVID because I don't have a fever. I don't have the other symptoms. They said it's not strep because they did a COVID test. They won't know for sure for a couple days, but he said based on the symptoms and what he saw, he didn't think it was COVID. They did a strep test. The strep test came back negative, but again, I'm pretty sure that it's either because they caught it early enough or because the nurse was not bright. Even me talking to her when she was checking me in, it was really weird. But then when she tried to do the swab, like, I know for a strep test, they've got to get, like, back into your tonsil area, and I know she didn't get there. So I'm pretty sure it's strep or something viral, but again, I mean, right now I feel fine. I'm sitting here talking to you guys. My throat's a little sore, a little phlegmy. Overall, I'm just hot, like sweating my ass off. Which is better than the shivers I had last night. But even the phlegmy stuff and sore throat's not nearly as bad as it was. So clearly the antibiotics are doing the trick. And that's the other thing is the antibiotics wouldn't be working if it was COVID. So, and yes, I'm sure the stress of the girls not being here is not great. And I'm sure that the lack of sleep with the girls not being here is not helped either. I sleep for shit when the girls aren't here. I really, really do. I can sleep alone when I've been single before, like I manage, because you get used to it. But I'm so used now to having the girls here that I've slept for shit the entire week they've been gone. Money Loveman, that you got to figure out who your family is. Honesty is great, but try to remove the tabooness from it if you're going to talk to your family about it. some families are going to be very accepting right away. Other ones, you're probably going to have to do a lot of explaining. So if you go into it I think, if you go into it with a scientific kind of reference and a bit of knowledge and background to explain things, and if they bring anything up to try to, so you can kind of steer them, that will help. But that being said, too, it's the same thing as coming out. You might have parents that are or family that's crazy, Bible thumping people, and you might not be able to get to them. Period. It's sad that in our society we still don't we still deal with issues like that, but it's the way it is. John Lennon had it right. Imagine if there was no religion, but we're still there. So. Yeah, probably when the girls get back, I'll probably feel fine, and then I'll just have to get ready to start kicking ass again. Realistically, I'm gonna take the dogs out. Don't worry, they're fine. They've been out recently. They're okay. They just want attention. Don't worry, Alice. I promise. I'm gonna hop off here in a minute. I'm gonna eat my sandwich, and I'll take out the dogs. They will be just fine. They just want attention right now. They're upset because I'm talking to people and not paying attention to them. Although, Everett, what are you doing right now? Oh. Everett's being a super good boy. He's laying in the bed. You're not going to get sick. Alice thinks she's going to get sick. I will be healthy by the time she gets back, so she will be fine. Yeah, it's Little Brad. It's a mixed bag. It really is. And unfortunately, I don't have a great way. I put my foot down with my parents. I joked on the stream the other night to my mom when I was a teenager, 18, but when I was in high school still, she found my box of toys I had secured from Spencer's Gifts in my truck, and she threw them at my feet. Said, "What's with that big black fucking dildo? Where the fuck did that come from? That what the girls here like her." And my mom is a super progressive type of person. But now, they know I'm poly, they know I'm kinky, they know about kinky fucker. My mom the other day just asked how many advent calendars she needed to get for me to make sure that all the partners were covered. So I am very lucky with the family that I have. Despite the fact that my dad was raised Catholic. And my mom was, they're both pretty liberal. Neither of them are Trump supporters. But still, and admittedly, my dad, I don't think the poly thing was his favorite thing day one. But, I have very good parents. I'm very lucky. I will say that. I would love to think that they were watching and be like, have that moment like, aw. But I know they don't, and that's okay. But they are super supportive of all I do. They always have been. I know, baby, and I'm sorry, but you'll be home soon. You'll be away from all the bad Trump supporters. Guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I love all of you. Thank you for tuning in to my Sickie stream. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up tonight. Again, I'm gonna try to go ahead and get feeling better, so we can have a full stream tomorrow, interacting with people and giving you guys points and everything else. Please do interact with the videos on TikTok, especially the ones that got reposted. STLbells.com/link for all the stuff. But I'm going to walk the dogs and eat and try to pass out early so I can be 100% or even at least 80% for you guys tomorrow. Because right now I'm still about 40 or 50. So anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for helping me hit affiliate because I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen tomorrow. So love you guys, and I will see you mañana. Thanks, guys.